Okay, I have just made level 6 and healed up and talked to the king to get the proper save, but also double check how much I need for the next level. For level 2, it was 7, and then a total of 23, and then a total of 47, and then 110, and then 220, and now I need 230 more. So that would put us at 450. And that asshole gets in the way sometimes. And I am 4 gold short of the sword. I have the armor and small shield available at our nearest town. So I'm just gonna get those last few. There's a thing about being down here, and running around. Sometimes you can get more advanced things, or things from farther over. Meaning when I'm just starting to grind, I do not go over there because I can encounter something way too strong for that. Yeah, it makes a noise when you bump into stuff, which is actually helpful navigating dungeons without a torch. Because torches take up valuable inventory space, and using a light spell when you eventually have one uses up magic. So, in saving both inventory space for healing items or whatever else, and also saving magic, you can decide to want to navigate blind. I have just enough for that sword. Because you can't sell the weapon you're currently using first. And I got half of the value of the clothes back, so I got 10 back. Oh, it's 180, not 175, motherfucker. Fine. Also, hills slow you down. You move slower through them. They changed that in future games. You can still have a different encounter rate. And maybe or maybe not different encounters, but don't. Get the slow, jerky movement. Come on. Thank you. I do wonder if I could have tried when I had 150, but I think they say no until you actually have the 180. I haven't tried in long enough. to remember for certain. But anyway, so this area we're in is enclosed by water and mountains, except for this outlet to the north. Those are the next step up from slimes, and then there are ghosts, who are either a 3/3 or a 3/4 drop. They are the first ones that vary. Starting at level 5, the blues started doing that sometimes, and now reds are doing it sometimes. We have a path this way. There's a ghost. I hit it hard enough that you don't have to see it hit me. Now, changing zones that aren't clearly defined, you do get these shifts in what we're encountering, but when you cross bridges, it's much less subtle. And this is not the way to the next town, but I'm just showing what's on this side. We have this, and then we have this desert, and then a swamp, and then more, and they eventually connect back up with the next area over, which we are not going to yet. Obviously, I'm not showing you the swamp, because that does damage, and while I could heal it, I don't want to have to deal with it. We'll go in there soon, but we have this town, and starting right before these impassable mountains is when you can start encountering magicians who have a bunch more hit points and can cast Hurt, which is the other spell we now have. It's, oh look, you can heal and do a basic damage spell, and they're supposed to be roughly equivalent. They don't exactly do the same amounts, and they're not entirely fixed. But now we have new people. This is Garinham? Garin something. She is. Farther east. We'll do with that name in the future. Garinham. There we go. She was. By a dragon. This tool shop has the same stuff. This guy has much more expensive stuff. But he's also closer to tougher monsters that drop more money. So, but our next set of goals, an upgrade there. Yeah. That first in was 6 gold, which would have been the equivalent of 3 to 6 slimes, and really it's that first 3 to 6 that are the trickiest, and why I said that it being worth it is complicated, because you can lose money because you did not make it those 3 to 6, depending on which slimes you fought, before you needed healing. I had gotten lucky and got to level 3 when I could heal myself before I actually needed the healing. This one costs 25. But especially since you can't save normally, except back at the castle, they can get away with, just upping the cost, because now you do eventually get a thing that lets you pop back to the castle, but not pop back anywhere else. And that's a late game item. And, ma'am, it's not going to be peaceful if you keep getting in the way. There's stuff in there that we clearly can't get to yet. So all we have is the, oh hey, money you don't have. Spend it here. I will see about showing you to the next bridge at least. I think that cave is the unpopulated one, where the tablet from Erdrick says stuff. I think that's what that one is. Yes, thank you for being eager to help me level up, and yeah, that actually connects around there. Those mountains don't connect to the water and cut us off from just coming this way. Not that it's advisable until you have levels and gear, but yeah. Cross bridges is trouble. I don't particularly want to cross either set of bridges until I have the gear from there. I probably will. But yeah, I think this is the cave where the tablet from Erdrick is, and it has kinda sorta hints. It's been a long time since I've actually read it. About what you're gonna need to seek out. Also is the where's your proof, technically, but oh hey, I went in a cave and found a thing that said a thing. But yeah, that's where we're at. We have another town with more money demands of us for better gear to face stuff on other sides of bridges that we don't want to cross just yet.